guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got my introduction for you guys for the makeup products I want to use up in 2018. It's gonna be a fairly long video because I'm gonna show you guys all the products that I'm gonna be talking about. But for swatches you'll probably have to wait until they show up in my projects, because otherwise this video is gonna be like 30 minutes long and nobody really wants that. So let's start. Bronzers is the first category that I'm gonna be working on, and one that is already in one of my projects at the moment is my LA Colors Dual Blusher, and I'm working on this dark side up here. I've already got pan on it and I'm trying to finish that one off relatively soon. Another one that I want to work on this year as well is my L'Oreal Glam Bronze Sun Radiance Trio in Blonde Harmony. Blonde Harmony, yes. And this is kind of a bronzer, but also has some sort of a blush in here and a little bit of shimmer. So probably gonna use this one a little bit more during summertime. And like I said, I want to hit pan on this one. Mostly because I've also got a bronzer in my Too Faced Enchanted Glamourland palette that I'm gonna be working on. And that is the Snow Bunny bronzer over here, and I do want to finish this one off so I can get this whole palette out of my collection hopefully at the end of the year. So 3 bronzers basically. One of them I want to hit pan on. Then for powders, I only have one in my collection at the moment, so that's the only one in this list, even though I know I'm going to finish off more this year. This is the Autograph pressed powder in translucent, and I'm working on this in a project already, but I have not hit pan on it or anything. There's a little dip in it, and that is it. Then for highlighters, 2 highlighters that were already in my projects last year were my MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter, and this one, as you've probably seen if you watched the finale of my last year's project, there isn't a lot left in here anymore, but because I dropped it, I have a little bit more in this little container right here. But once that is finished off, that is gone. I'm gonna repress this in a proper pan once I finish something off where I can repress it in. And then the other highlighter I want to finish off this year is my highlighting powder from Catrice in Fairy Dust. And I've got about half of this one left, a little bit less even. Then for cream shadows, I'm working on my Calvin Klein cream shadow already. This is a little like pop version of it. These always take me forever, so probably this is going to take me most of the year to try and finish off. But once I do, I want to try and finish off this one as well. This is the Miss Helen eyeshadow pencil, and it has a kind of dark greenish side on this side, and then a more light green side over here. I'm gonna have to see how that's gonna work out with my palettes, but most of the cream shadows that I've been using I can sheer out enough to just put other colors over it, so I'm assuming that it will be similar with this one. Then we're going to eyeshadow quads, and this one you guys will know because it's been in this project for 2 years already. This is my Lancome eyeshadow quad color focus, and I've still got a purple and a black left in here, and I really want to try and finish those 2 off this year because I've been trying for too long. I like the products though, so it's not that the product is bad, it's just, yeah. Then for pigments, I have one that I want to finish off this year, and that is the Zuva pigment in Canela. And this is kind of a, well, I guess you can see from the side here, a coppery color. And this one was the least product that I have in the pigments that I have, so I thought let's try and start with this one and see how I'm gonna do on that. I'm gonna try and repress this though, because the powdery form just really doesn't work for me. But I've heard people say, when I was talking about that in previous videos, that it's best to crumble like a normal shadow with that. So I'm going to try and see if I have any older shadows that I can crumble in with this tiny bit, just to make sure that the consistency is easier to work with once it is repressed. Then my next category is eyeshadow palettes. Last year I had 3, but that was because I still had a couple that were almost finished off. This year I'm gonna finish, or try to finish at least, this Too Faced Enchanted Glamourland palette, as you guys have probably seen in my Panda palette already. This is basically the palette that I'm going to be working with. So some really nice colors, and as you can see I've already finished off one color previously, but the rest is all still fairly new, and I've used them little bits here and there but nothing major. So this is what I'm going to be working with this year for my Panda palettes. Then I've got an eyeshadow primer as well, and I basically finish off one of these every year, so I just put this one in again. This is my Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and yeah, it is like pretty far up already at this point, so I don't have too much left in here anymore, but I always think that, and they take me forever to finish off, so yes. Then mascaras, I've got 3 mascaras that I want to finish off this year, and that is going to be easy because I finish off one about every 3 months. And all of them are my Clinique High Impact mascaras because that is just my holy grail mascara basically. Then we're going to lipsticks, and because I finished off 5 last year and I had 8 that I wanted to finish off, I thought, why not put 9 this year? Because that makes sense, right? Like, I think the main reason I did that is also because I have 2 in here, my NYX Paris lipstick, which is almost finished, as well as my NYX Frappuccino lipstick, which is almost finished. So there are 2 that I'm gonna have finished off pretty quickly already, and I've got a few neutrals in here as well. I think last year I had quite a bit of dark lipstick, so that was a little bit harder to go through. I'm hoping that because there is a little bit more neutral in here, it will be slightly easier. But just to show you guys another dark lipstick. This is B52, and I'm going to be working on this one pretty soon as well. I think once that Frappuccino is gone, I can focus on this one a little bit more. It's a darker reddish, while the Frappuccino has a little bit more brown in it. Then I've got another pink. This one is Christy, also from NYX. And this one is a little bit more shimmery and a little bit lighter. And then another brownish color is my NYX lipstick in Cito. This one is completely messed up already, so I just want to get this out because it's falling apart and it's even in the not properly attached anymore, so I'm gonna have to do something about that at least. Also, this one is a little bit more shimmery and metallic-y, but not too much, I hope. Then one of the more neutral ones is my Dior lipstick. This was my wedding lipstick, and I really like this one. It has good memories as well, of course. That is what is that one, and this is just a nude lipstick basically, so that's going to be pretty easy to use up, I think. A little bit of an older lipstick that I have still lying around as well is this Catrice Ultimate Moisture lipstick in Lovely Rose. Another pink, but this one is a little bit darker, so yeah, just for a little bit of variation in there. Another more neutral one is this Revlon Just Bit and Kissable Balm Stain, and this is what is in there. So they are pretty long, but because it's fairly neutral, I think I should be able to go through this okay. But we'll see how that works out in reality. You never know, of course. And then lastly, I have a darker lipstick, which I'm expecting to be working on towards the end of the year because I don't really wear this type of color in summer very much. And it is my Rimmel Ballistic lipstick, so it's a lasting finish lipstick in the color Ballistic. This one is the darkest that I have in here, so this is going to be interesting, but it's kind of a sampler size that I got with an order somewhere, so I'm hoping I can work through it a little bit quicker because it is slightly smaller than the other ones, but we'll see. Then tinted lip balms. I have 2 this year. Last year I had 2 and I only finished 1, but we're just gonna try again. I have my Ico Fat Balm in Raspberry that I'm gonna be working on. This is a darker one as well, as you can see, and I have that in a project already at the moment. So this is gonna be something I'm gonna be focusing on towards the beginning of the year for sure. And then I have a Pout Polish from Sleek, and this one is in Sugar May. This one is orange, so I'm expecting to use this one a little bit more during summertime. They don't smell very nice, but the product itself is a pretty okay product, so I'm gonna try and see how I can work through this. It is pretty big though, as you can see, like in comparison to my hand. It's not a small product, There is 10 grams of product in here, which is 0.34 ounces, so I don't know, but we're gonna try. Then next I've got my lip glosses, and here same thing. I think I had about 8 or 9 last year. I finished off 4, so also this year I decided to put in 9. But here as well, I've been working on a couple already over the last year, so I'm hoping that will help me out a little bit. Because one of the lip glosses that I have in here is this Catrice Sparkling Lip Gloss in Forbidden Apple, and I already, like I said in my previous video, have to light this on its side to make sure I can get the last little bits out. So this is gonna be gone anytime now. I've got this one in here as well, my Essence Volume Up Lip Balm, and I am about here, so there isn't too much left in this one anymore either. I put in my Labello Natural Lip Balm, which is in a project at the moment, and I am here. So I also made already some project progress on this one, but it's a tube one, so it's gonna take some time. And then my Yves Rocher Watercolor Effect Lip Gloss, I want to try and finish off as well, probably more towards summertime because it is a more summery color. Another tube one. And then one that I did already put in a project is this NYX gloss in lovely, pinky natural. And this one is only 2.5 mils of product, which is 0.085 ounces. So this one doesn't contain too much product, so I'm hoping I can just work through this one fairly quickly. And then like the really new ones I have in this year, one of them is a NYX lip gloss, and this one is in Sweetheart. This one contains 11 mils, that's Dutch, 11 mils of product, or 0.37 fluid ounces. So this one is pretty big. So I want to try and see how far I can get with them, but it's neutral one. So let's see. One that is a little bit brighter, and it actually does show up pretty bright on your lips as well, is this Catrice Brilliant Lip Gloss in Looking Sun-Kissed. And this one also has a really nice like golden and pinky shimmer through it, so it's a really interesting gloss actually. But this one is not too big either. Then I have the lip gloss that belongs to my Too Faced Enchanted Glamourland palette, so I want to try and finish that off at the same time, kind of. So this is the Too Faced Glamour Gloss in Pillow Talk, and as you can see, this is a fairly neutral color as well. And then lastly, a not so neutral color is this DA, which is like a Dutch drugstore, I guess, fluid lip color in the color 706, because the drugstore ones are not always as original. And this, as you can see, is kind of a frosty purplish color, which is on the darker side as well. So I just want to try and see how this one is gonna work out. If I just really don't like the color, I'm gonna toss it, but it is time for it to go anyway, so I want to put it in here, so at least I'm gonna make sure I'll try to use it this year. So that were my lip glosses. Then I have a lip lacquer in here, and that is the same one as I had last year. I just want to try and actually focus on this one somewhere during the year. And this is the Rimmel Apocalypse lip lacquer in Celestial. So yeah, that's the only one I'm going to be working on. This is the most neutral color I think they had in that line, so it doesn't have to be too hard to work with this. I just need to try and focus on it a little bit. Then for lip balms, I have 3 this year. I finished off 3 last year, so I think this should work. So I have one that is getting close to being done already, and that is my Strawberry Lip Balm from Primark. This is all I have left of that one. Then my Labello from my lip balm from Labello in Velvet Rosé, and that is what I have left of that one. Still pretty full, but it's a balm, so like it's a tube version, so it should be easy enough. And I have this lip butter from The Body Shop in the Shea version, and I haven't used this one too much. I have used it a little bit, but this is gonna be the most work this year because like those tin versions are always a little bit harder to go through. Then we get to the blushes for this year, and this year I have 4 blushes that I want to focus on. 2 of them I've already hit pan on, and I'm getting pretty close on being done with, and those are these two in my LA Colors Dual Blusher. I have Blushing Pink and Pink Mauve in here. I also want to work on this Milani blush in Mai Tai, which is still pretty new, but it is a fairly powdery blush. At least I've used up another color of these ones and I went through that fairly okay. So let's see for this one. It is a kind of slightly darker color, but still pretty neutral. And then I have the blush that is in my Too Faced Enchanted Gamerlan. Probably gonna focus on this one once I've finished off the colors in that LA Colors Dual Blusher. So that is this blush over here, and that one is in La Vie en Rose. So yeah, I think when I'm traveling I'm definitely gonna use that one, and then I'm probably gonna focus on that one, like I said, once I finished off my LA Colors blushes. And then I still have a concealer and a foundation that I have on this list this year. Only one for both, because I only have one for both in my collection at the moment. The concealer that I'm going to be working on is this Born This Way concealer from Too Faced in the color Fair. And then I also have a foundation, and that is the Urban Decay Naked Skin foundation in 2.0. I love this foundation. It's my third one of this one already, I think, so I'm gonna keep repurchasing this quite regularly. And that is it. So in total I've got 48 products this year, which is about 10 less than last year, which sounds already a little bit more promising since I didn't get to finish everything off last year. But at the same time I've managed to put in a good amount of lip products again, which is gonna take me some time. So let's see if I can work through a little bit more than I did last year. That would already be a step in the right direction, I guess. So that is it for this time. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.